the Sawyer Mini, the Sawyer Micro, and the Sawyer Squeeze. Are they all the same? Are they all different? Let's talk about it. Now, Sawyer is obviously very popular in the backpacking community. They are affordable filters, they are effective filters, and they accomplish the need for the majority of people here in the United States for filtering their water, because they are hollow fiber membrane type of filters that remove bacteria, protozoa, and down to the 0.2 or 0.1 micron. All of these three filters accomplish that aspect or that need for filtering water. These all filter down to 0.1 microns. So what makes them different? So the differences that happen to be between these three filters are really, really minor. And they come down to almost more of a preference kind of thing based off of versatility, as well as higher flow rate versus lower weight. So let's talk about the weight of these different filters. So the Sawyer Squeeze, this one I've had for about the past year. I've been using it on and off depending on what kind of application I have been wanting to use it for, where I'm going destination wise. But I've been using it more or less as a gravity filter using my knock water bags. And so I had this out on a 5-day trip. There is one glaring negative about this before I get into the weight, since I led with that, but this has had issues with getting really poor flow rates. It's a bigger filter, it should have better flow rates in general, but I've been pretty displeased with the overall flow rate of this and how clogged up it's gotten, regardless of how much back flushing I've done with it. So the Squeeze is going to be 2.6 ounces or 74 grams. Sawyer advertises 3 ounces on this, but on my scale I got 2.6 ounces. So looking at the Mini, which is probably one of the most popular water filters that exists right now, this comes in at 1.65 ounces or 47 grams, and I've more or less stopped using this filter because I have found that I've enjoyed a different brand, the Hydroblu, way better. It's the exact same design, just a little bit differences are the diameter of the cylinder of this filter versus the Sawyer Mini is a little bit bigger, and I've got way better flow rates out of this, and I've been using this for the past year on several trips, have yet to get sick from it, as well as have yet to get sick from using the Sawyer. So to me, these are pretty much sixes. The benefit to the Hydroblu, not to talk about this and as a one-up, but the Hydroblu filter now comes with a different outlet that is similar to the Squeeze as well as the Micro, where you've got a threaded end to be able to attach different types of attachments like a water bag, for example. So now the benefits to the Sawyer Mini is I can easily use this as a good inline filter. It's super lightweight, it's reliable, and this has backflushed better than the Squeeze for me, and it's just been a better option for me personally. But like I said, just barely, the VersaFlow has actually been a little bit better. So looking at this brand new offering, this is the Sawyer Micro, and this is a filter that was released not as a standalone product, but it now has been released as a standalone product. But the reason I've got this filter here is the Micro, when the Sawyer Select filters were introduced, was introduced with the Select system. So I've been using this a little bit. I haven't used this as much as I thought I would, and for different reasons. It's just bulky and it's not really convenient. But the Micro is now a filter that Sawyer has released. It's available for a low cost, which is really nice. This to me is the ultimate winner of these three options that we're looking at. The reason being is you are lightweight, you're small, and it's got a lot of good versatility to it that's basically a hybrid of these two filters here. So I can use this as an inline filter, just like I can with the Sawyer Mini. I've got a threaded end here on the inlet, and then a threaded end here on the outlet, which the Mini does not have. Now I do understand that the 1 gallon gravity system available from Sawyer does have a threaded end mini just like this. But I feel like this should be a standard for water filters now, because it's important to be able to use this as a gravity system and to be able to directly connect on this end with these little couplers, a bag, and then my dirty water bag on the other end. So that's an important thing that's becoming really popular with people in backpacking right now. Now the weight of this, oddly enough, when you have this white cap and the plastic cap on there, the weight is 1.85 ounces or 53 grams. But if I take off this white cap, then it's the exact same weight as the Sawyer Mini. How crazy is that? So 6 grams from this, and it becomes the exact same weight as the Sawyer Mini. How cool is that? So the other thing that I like about this that really makes this micro the clear winner is something that is going to be asked about, I know for sure, is the flow rate. How does it compare to the Mini versus the Squeeze? Now, again, I've not had great luck with the Squeeze. In fact, I'm ready to just throw this thing away. The flow rate, as I've used the Select filter, has been better than the Mini, but not quite as good as the Squeeze, when the Squeeze is performing at its like optimal level. So the idea is I'm going to use this for a gravity system quite often, but it's really easy to back flush because I've got this threaded, well, look at this. I've got the threaded end to be able to screw my water bottle right onto it, push that out. I don't have to carry the syringe. And if I don't have a sports cap, then I can't really do that with this. And so that just makes the Micro just a really cool filter. Like, I'm really excited about this. But having the ability to put like a tube on here and to be able to extend the length of my gravity system, the Micro is just a really cool filter, guys, that I'm super excited about. That's a good little comparison there, guys, of the 3 popular options available. New option, old, super popular from Sawyer. Excited to use this, excited to introduce it to my backpacking system. So with that, guys, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and that little ringer bell to be able to get notifications of when new videos come out. As always, guys, have an awesome day.